What's up, guys? This is my 8th session on starting strength, how to gain weight, and I had a lot of anger today. Not anger, but I was just frustrated with what was going on the last 2 sessions and how my squat kind of stalled and I haven't been hitting my deadlift. So I came in with a fire in my stomach, if you could say, and I was ready to hit everything. So today I was going to squat 110. I spoke to a guy about the bar that I was using before and I found out that it was 12.5 kg, which I've never heard of. And I'm using it again today, so it might look like I'm not doing 110, but I'm definitely doing 110. And in terms of deadlift, because I wasn't able to hit 155 2 times in a row, I'm going to drop the weight and still go for 5. So today I went for 152.5, which sounds like it's, barely a smaller number, but I think it's something I can do. I had a lot of rest, so this was a Monday, so I hadn't trained since Friday, so the extra 2 days rest makes a difference. I want to talk warm-up sets, guys. Really important. So, number one, your warm-up should be something separate to your warm-up sets. Your warm-up gets your body temperature higher. Warm muscles are less likely to get injured and they move better. And then the warm-up sets, what they do is they get your body sort of used to the movement pattern again. That's the first thing they do. And then specifically for the squat, they get your body ready to have a heavy weight on your back. Okay, so my rule of thumb, at least 4 sets for your warm-up. So for me, it would look like an empty bar, 5 reps. Then maybe 60 kg, 5 reps or 4 reps. Then 80 kg, 3 reps, that's 3 sets. And then maybe 100 kg for 1 or 2 reps. And then I'm ready to do 110 kg, something like that. Same goes for deadlift. I'll put on about 5 different weights. And as it goes higher, the volume will decrease because I don't want it to affect my actual working sets. Luckily, I had the 2 days rest, the Saturday, Sunday rest, so I was feeling fresh today. And those squats weren't feeling that difficult, but looking back, I can see that my form could have improved just a little bit. You can see I leaned forward. That was a great rep. But towards the end of my sets, I leaned forward a little bit, which means I'm using my lower back. And it's something that it's just been a thematic problem with my squat for a while. I believe that it stems from a fear of wanting to go deep. Let me explain. So one way you can make it feel like you're going deep is by leaning forward a bit or lowering your back. And if you squatted before, you'll know what I mean. You can make the bar go lower without you actually squatting deeper. And what that really looks like is your knees not unlocking or unhinging or moving forward over your knees. And it's just your hips unlocking more, which is something we're going to be working on because I can't be doing good morning squats when I've got 120 kilos on my back. That's a recipe for disaster. In terms of press, today we were going for 52.5 and the press is frustrating me, man. It's a hard lift to make progress on. I still haven't bought the smaller plates, which is probably the biggest reason why I'm struggling. You can see here, I kind of flopped my first rep of my working set. That's because I didn't try that hard. I got myself mentally engaged and I went back for it and I did much better. Press is so interesting because once you unrack the bar, it feels so heavy. And like if you haven't been doing the press for a while, you kind of remember when you were weak. So just feeling that heavy bar, your brain kind of says, nah, you can't do this, when you really can. So that's why I failed the first rep. I got myself a little bit more pumped before I went for this set. And you can see I actually got, I think I got 4 reps. I think that's what I'm going to get in my first set. And then after that, 4 reps. And then after that, it was all fine. I was wrong though. This isn't 52.5. This is 50 kg. This is actually not too far away from my PR. If you remember day 0 where I did my PRs for everything, I got 55 kilos for my press. So we're catching up. The rest of my sets went great. I hit all 5. The form wasn't too bad. Maybe it would be the last rep where I sort of leaned on my lower back a little bit at the end. But aside from that, we're getting a lot of upper chest activation. Shoulders are working great. Core's feeling stable. I'm liking the press. Right, so deadlift coming up and you can see me stomping the floor. And part of the reason is because I had a theory that the reason I was failing my deadlifts before was because I wasn't pushing my feet into the ground enough and I was just trying to pull the bar. So almost like I was doing a Romanian deadlift and not getting enough quad activation. So I was priming myself to do it and I could feel the difference. I could really feel the difference. And what's interesting is Once I started using my quads more to deadlift, when I finished this set, my lats were hurting. So my form definitely wasn't perfect for deadlifting up until this point. I'm not saying it's perfect now, but it's definitely a lot better. I was using a lot more of my legs. I thought this might be the solution to sort of why my lower back wasn't recovering as quickly as the rest of my body. So we'll see moving ahead if that was the case. I was really proud of this, man, because 152.5, like I said, it's not that different to 155, but I still did it. So, sometimes I pick up the camera and I admire the hard work. This is the session done, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.